Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
They'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark them off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in 3rd and long. After being stuffed for a loss on 1st down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. 3rd long.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike.
And he will score! Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket, because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
That last run lost a yard, setting up 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, in trouble, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think to say this series has been a disaster is putting it mildly. 2 plays in, all they've done is go in the wrong direction. They need something big here. They need someone to create a little bit of a spark and prevent them from going 3 and out on their opening possession.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Lions offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First reception of the game for St. Brown. And he gives his team a 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gains.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd down.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
First carry for David Montgomery. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
A
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's fourth down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
On first and 10, here's Daniel. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you...
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go down the field. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Here's Tress Way now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a first and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's gone. That'll be caught. It's Junior Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on fourth down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on third down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. As we are ready to get back underway. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Trey Amos there to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 46-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Goff to throw. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
I know, I'm biased, but listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no way I'm going.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Catch is made by Wright. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Laporta in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's over the middle, caught by Zaslav. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal. Will be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Gibbs. The ball comes out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
By Arnold. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
He'll get it again. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
At the 47-yard
So Jared Goff
line.
and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He's caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Yards.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Out to his right, he'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
It is brought in the end zone. St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too. But it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Washington first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. A short one there. He's got Ertz. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of
when you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, You better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Throwing again. Daniel. Now he'll run it. Rolls forward. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Commanders.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit. In a moment, they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now. Daniel. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board just before halftime.
Commanders 3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Isaac TeSlaa was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. To throw is gone. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
Showtime! Let's make some noise! Yes! It is about time, fellas! Big play here! Big play! Let's make something happen!
The Lions will punt this ball away as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second and 10.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. To the air again is Daniels. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
One final throw before the break. Look in the middle, he's got us. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
Traditionally in first and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Daniels now going to look to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Two times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Daniels now on first down. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Daniels going to keep this himself.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. An 8-yard pickup.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Crazy. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Third and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now Daniels and the Commanders offense going to go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it in. Made the right read on the zone read. And tacking on 2 points.
Just as the play is designed, you stick that ball in the belly of your running back. What does the defensive end do? Well, in this case, he crashes down to take the giveaway. It's a pull read all the way, and quarterback keeps it himself.
Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Lions first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. A tackle made by the former first-rounder, Javon Kinlaw.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
For a Lions.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Williams in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And the first and goal is down inside the 10-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Montgomery. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
From back at the 3-yard line, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Lions 21, Commanders 11.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll have a Commanders first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Commanders' first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case,
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. Raymond going to return it. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he finds some space on first down.
Down at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have it up for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The 4th quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. Still on the move. And he will score. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Commanders 11.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To John Bates. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and 5. They'll throw with Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Washington.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Washington.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Commanders first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Right side, the catch made by McLaurin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's second and 3. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Here's Daniel. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, But what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniel. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he's in. John Bates. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Commanders 18.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. On play action. Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Detroit.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's a designed run. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
21 more yards.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Goff to throw on 1st down. That's over the middle. Caught by Tesla. And the Lions are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4th.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one at reach.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And he barrels his way into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions are able to extend the lead.
35, Commanders 18.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Samuel, gonna see what he can do. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those. The Lions have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. The Lions will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throw on the run is complete. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A quick slant on the money to McClure. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
At the 45-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Daniels. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 1st down, Daniels. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by
and while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Daniels gonna throw again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Daniels sacked. A loss of 5 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.